We are live. What is up, everybody? So welcome to the second pilot episode of Donnie's Deck. And today we're also going to be doing a little review of the booze on my channel and review the music. I'm Review the Earth. It's on the Review the Earth channel just because we have the most subs here and I'm getting Donnie's channel all fired up. So today we will be doing an album review and a beer review at the same time, knocking out two birds, or what do you say? Getting two birds stoned at one time. So intro yourself a little bit, Donnie.
I'm Donnie Thunders.
Got his channel fired up on Twitter today at Donnie's Deck. So go check that out. It's brand new, just started today, as well as his channel. What we're gonna do here is do a live feed on my channel. So we can maybe see if we can get some people coming on in here into the chat or whatnot. And then we're gonna download it and upload it onto his channel. So it's Donnie Thunders, really good longtime friend. He's very based on his music selections. So he turned me on to this band a couple of years ago with Dead Roots Stirring album, and I checked that out, loved it. And then last summer I got into Lore, and they just dropped this album 2017. They dropped Reflections of a Floating World. So cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
So here we got a nice bold ale.
Yum.
Yumma dum dum, huh?
Yum. Who makes this?
Well, it's a surprise. If you hang into the very end, we'll do a reveal on what we're drinking. I'll give you a couple hints though. It is a Michigan craft beer, a fine Michigan craft beer. And with my channel, I want to mostly do Michigan stuff because Michigan is a very special place for beer. And Donnie informed me that it's at the the 45th parallel, I believe, is that optimal. Could be wrong. Fact check me on that, guys. But the 45th parallel, it runs through Oregon too, Mad Dodge. But that's an optimal latitude for growing hops, I do believe.
That is correct.
And so Michigan has many fine craft beer to offer, and this is one of them right here.
And we're actually only second to Portland for the number of craft brews.
Really? Very good information there. This one is what do you think? How bold is this one? Like, if you were to guess the alcohol percentage, what would you be thinking?
I'd say this is probably 7-8%.
Well, I'll give you a hint, okay? It's over 10.
It's over 10?
Yeah, it's over 10. So that's how good this beer is, guys. It's so good that it tastes like it doesn't have exactly that super boozy taste, but it tastes like a 7 or an 8, but it's over 10. And if I actually told you, it might actually clue you into what it is. I'd just say it's over 10 for now.
And this is a pale ale.
I don't know if it's exactly pale ale. It might be. Yeah, I guess you would. If I had to say, I would guess it would be. Because of the alcohol percentage, another hint here, I guess would be a double
Okay.
Indian Pale Ale.
IPA.
Double IPA. So it means it's been ran through twice and hopped to holy bejesus and back.
It's definitely hopped up.
Yeah, it sure is.
It's definitely hopsy. I prefer the hopsier beers like the IPAs.
Love them.
I know a lot of people might be a little bit bitter for a lot of people's palate, but I kind of prefer a little bit more citrusy beers.
It's definitely got the stank on it for sure. I mean, in a wonderful way. I mean,
it's got mad stank.
Yeah, it has mad stank on it. I mean, you probably even feeling it just after drinking that little bit of it, eh?
Yeah, it's going to my head already.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. So, if you can hear it in the background lightly, I hope you can hear. We have the playing. Maybe it's playing. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But why don't we start off with just generally what we think of the album. What is it? What do you think of it?
I honestly was blown away by this album, and I'm familiar with their past albums. I started listening to them when they came out with the Dead Roots Stirring album, and I know they have an album. Is it an album before that or two?
Yes, there's a self-titled album before that, as well as a couple EPs. I keep forgetting the name. It's the purple one. Man, release something/release, which is really good. It's only a couple, 2 or 3 tracks, but it's like 10-minute tracks, of course. band is famous for massive track length. But
yeah, they have the album prior to this. Really, the album before this is when I really started getting into them, and it was the Lore album. And like you say, lengthy tracks. I think there's a track on that album that's almost 20 minutes long. Now, if you're one of these people that likes a straightforward approach, this might not be the band for you. They are not straightforward. This band, their sound is constantly moving and changing, and they kind of remind me. I mean, I don't like to compare bands to other bands because that's a typical thing people do, but I mean, I would say they're in the same kind of category maybe as like Baroness maybe. They're an ambient band. They're not just a straightforward riffy heavy band. They're kind of like lacing heavy parts mixed with melodies, really ambient melodies, and there's definitely a progressive psychedelic edge to this band.
Yes, it's constantly undulating into something else. The riffs are massive and heavy, and it is definitely riff oriented, but it's not riff oriented like Black Sabbath, where it'll come back and pound you over the head with it again in different parts. It is very psychedelic in the way that it's constantly switching and constantly changing into something else. I was thinking about it while I was driving down the road, and I was like, man, it's almost like being in a cocoon or something. Like something's in a cocoon metamorphosizing. You know, it's going through all these changes, and then at the end, it's boom, it comes out into the butterfly.
Yeah, this band in no way follows the traditional structure, like I said about the straightforward thing. This band does not in any way follow like a chorus, you know, the typical verse, chorus, bridge, standard formula. This is not a band that you're gonna hear on modern radio anytime soon.
I don't even think a track could be taken off of it that was at a length that would even work on the radio.
Yeah, there would not even be anything that they would be able to make a single, because these guys attack it more like a...
Which is unfortunate, because then the masses miss out on such a wonderful band, really.
Correct.
Yes.
And so we would like to introduce to you, we have our producer here and our fact checker. Can we say your name? I don't want to just say your name. Okay. Bobby, which is it's Donnie's girlfriend, Bobby. She's not gonna be on camera, but she's our producer, and she's gonna be doing a little fact checking and whatnot for us. You mind just tweaking that up a little bit, just a tad bit on the volume too, because I think it's a little soft. I don't know. We don't have anybody watching quite yet.
When I say that, but as far as...
Chime in whenever you want, Bobby. She's here too, so she's helping us get our episode down.
When I say that about the way they structure their songs, though, I'm not in any way trying to say that they're like one of these bands like a Dream Theater or something. Like, they're in no form like a shredder band where they're just...
Oops, sorry.
Going, you know, like they're not just in a big show-off fest. Everything they're doing is relevant to the songs, but they have their own way of structuring things, and like he was saying,
quite brilliant.
They are. It's a constantly moving thing, and like every part cascades into the next part beautifully, and that's one of the things I really like about them is there's not a whole lot of bands that a lot of people would consider like a standard heavy metal band that they're not one-dimensional.
No.
In any kind of way.
Yeah, cascading is really a brilliant word. Not only because this beer probably has Cascade hops in it, but it does. It waterfalls. I mean, a waterfall is a word for it. I mean, it's constantly flowing, moving into something else. I mean, hopefully you can hear in the background if you're watching this a little bit, or allegedly, hopefully you can allegedly maybe hear pieces of this in the background. I don't think we're doing anything suspect here because it's actually right on YouTube. I looked it up last night. both Lore, the previous album, and this album, Reflections of a Floating World. Both of them are on YouTube and can be listened to. It's probably, downgraded quality. Go buy the album. Go buy the actual vinyl record if you, are so inclined. That's the proper way to do these things. But, yeah, it's on YouTube, so if you need a little refresher, you want to get a taste, a little bit of, get your beak wet with it, just hop on YouTube and check it out. I couldn't recommend this album anymore. I mean, if you're into like Pink Floyd type metal, I remember people used to say, I think Donnie probably said it to me years and years ago, bands like Neurosis had a Pink Floyd-esque feel to them. I really feel that Elder is doing a much better job, in my opinion. Not to put down Neurosis, because I like Neurosis, but I think that they're doing a much better job of, when somebody says, oh, they kind of have a Pink Floyd-esque sound, I really don't even see another band kind of doing the same thing. Oh, so we got some chat here, which is why I got this cell phone, because last time we were up there trying to dink around, so it says, yes, that's me, so love the Trailer Park Boys shirt. I am the liquor. Woo! I make 17.5. I make 17.5, baby.
Is that what he says? I think what he says is, I knocked down about $6,000 last year, so it's definitely a good job.
I think that's what Randy the Cheeseburger Burglar.
Is that what he said? I thought that Leahy said that, but yeah.
I mean Leahy, he's running the show.
Leahy's running the show.
It seems to me, maybe if I could be wrong. Fact check me, audience. But I think Leahy makes about 17.5. I think Randy makes about 6. So,
yeah.
He gets a lot of cheeseburgers though. The Trailer Park loves Randy.
He definitely eats a lot of cheeseburgers.
He's got that boiler on him, son.
Good stuff. But definitely the Neurosis and the Pink Floyd. I guess that's a good generalization, just as far as
we're going to see Neurosis next.
They have yeah, we are going to see Neurosis.
That's a good point.
Love
see,
Neurosis.
When is the Neurosis show? Next month.
Saturday.
Next Saturday, we're gonna go to see Neurosis in Detroit, Michigan.
Damn, really?
Yeah. You should go with us.
Yeah, I should go.
And we'll do a review. We'll do a review of that show too. We want to review shows too. We've been to some concerts lately, some pretty good ones. We went to a concert Wednesday, and that'll be separate after we're reviewing this album.
We can crank some of these out too. Like, we can do the concert reviews.
Yeah. I'm trying to not let my attention deficit there sort
it's
of
all
get
good,
too ahead of me, but
it's all good.
The thing about the Pink Floyd or even the Neurosis comparison is these guys, like I was saying, they definitely have an experimental psychedelic edge to where, like, if you're a fan of more like bands, more like, I don't know, like even like bands that aren't heavy metal at all, more like a Sonic Youth or Swerve Driver or anything like that, like, it's actually in their music. Like, they're not just like some metal band that's cranking riffs out or something. Like, they're covering a lot of bases. They're really covering a lot of territory. They're covering a lot of bases.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, our producer Bobby, she was going through and reading some of the influences and like what they were listening to when they, what might have perhaps inspired them to write this album. Or, of course,
was it on their Facebook page?
Of course, they inspired themselves to write the album, but like, what's in your disc player? Give us 20 discs or whatever that are in your disc player, and excuse me. And I hadn't heard of like one band. Donnie might have.
I heard of like one. And how many?
Donnie's deep as hell.
30.
I mean,
There was 30 on there.
There was 30 bands on there, and I heard of like 2 of them. And I mean, I don't know.
Black Sabbath was one of them.
Black Sabbath was
I heard
one
of
of
Black
them.
Sabbath. That's kind of a shoo-in. I mean, if you're playing music and Black Sabbath hasn't inspired you, I mean, come on.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're playing heavy music and you don't...
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, if you're playing heavy music...
The Godfathers.
Black
There's just
Sabbath,
no other way to say it, man.
Black Sabbath is definitely...
I mean, it's like enough said. I mean, it's really
I'm gonna
that,
shut up about the Black Sabbath thing right now.
Well, I'm not telling you to shut up. I was just saying, like the Stan Lee thing is, that's his catchphrase. Stan Lee, the comic book artist, is just enough said. I mean, Black Sabbath, enough said. if you haven't got it by now,
Right.
boy, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Come on.
If you're not gonna get that, then you're not gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's no hope for you.
Like I was
There's no
saying,
hope for you.
like I was saying, this band, I tend to kind of gravitate a little bit more towards the bands like this when it comes to heavy music, just because
Like that. Oh my God.
it's not one-dimensional. This band takes the listener on a psychedelic journey into all different sonic. I don't know. I'm having a loss for words. Really, you just need to listen to this band. The biggest thing I noticed about this band, and I heard of them on the Dead Root Stirring album, what was that, their second album? I believe that's their second or third album.
Yeah, they're self-titled. Yes, that technically would be their second album, I believe.
They actually
There's
was
a lot of EPs and there's a live record, so I mean, depending on what you want to consider it. But there's Elder, the record, and then there's Dead Root Stirring. So I mean, I guess I think of it as the second one.
Their Dead Root
Their
Stirring
landmark
album.
influences, from what they're saying, are
Yeah.
Black Sabbath, Sleep, and Electric Wizard.
Black Sabbath, Sleep, and Electric Wizard. Don't know if you can hear that. I don't know how good the microphone works. If you want to talk, I mean, you can come like right here where you're not on camera. Right there, you're not on camera. But if you ever need to, if you ever want to say it,
Yeah,
this is all
those are
live
their
and
landmark.
experimental, so we don't know where our levels are yet. I mean, it might take us a few
Yeah,
episodes
but just
to get
letting you
down.
guys know,
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
them their landmark influences were Black Sabbath, Sleep, and Electric Wizard.
Landmark influences are Black Sabbath, Sleep, and Electric Wizard.
Which that's another parallel. I was saying earlier, comparing them to Baroness. They are definitely, same thing. Baroness is one of those bands, okay, that has they have the typical stoner rock or sludge influences, like the Electric Wizards or the Sabbath or Sleep, Caius. But these guys, they have just as much. There's that going on for the heavy stuff, but the beauty of this band is the way they can entwine the heavy stuff and the melodic ambient sounds in with it. The melodic ambient psychedelic sounds that they create. It's really highly palatable. And their newest album, they actually added another member. These guys were a trio.
That's true.
And
They were three-piece.
they were a three-piece band. And now
I got sorry.
Now-
Every time we get through it,
now they're a four-piece, which
yeah, they added a guitar player that does synthesizer / keyboards, kind of controls the live ambient noise while these dudes are just riffing the hell out,
and I actually, the thing about keyboards, I like them
If it's done
But
right.
if they're done right. These guys actually
Done right.
They're put in the right place.
You know what I'm talking about, done right.
And the
Shout
keyboards actually, I believe this, Lore might have had a little bit of keyboard in it. It's pretty subtle in Lore, and I'm not trying to review Lore, but the biggest thing about this band that I noticed between albums is everything's progressed. Every album they've progressed, but I noticed the biggest progression in this band was from Dead Root Stirring to Lore.
Yeah.
This album is very similar to Lore.
It is. It's really
very similar to Lore, where they kind of broke through. They went from just a riff-driven, groove-based, kind of almost even just a heavy classic rock sound, to a more experimental, ambient, atmospheric sound.
Yes. They really they basically took Lore and squared it. Like Lore squared. That's what this is. And Lore is wonderful. I like Lore almost as much as I like this album. But what they've done here is just really up their game. I mean, it's very clear that they have shifted into hyperdrive here. I mean, Lore is amazing. When I you turned me on to Dead Root Stirring, and I went and I bought it, and I was listening to it, and I was like, man, this is really good. And it really does harken back to some older stoner rock stuff. But then in Lore, they did change a little bit, and everybody's afraid of change. We know how the whole thing of changing and becoming something else, right? They really did do that shift from Dead Root Stirring to Lore, I feel. But then this is just Lore squared. I mean, it's just everything that they were experimenting with on lore, it's almost like they've perfected. Like, listen, it's brilliant, dude. It's brilliant. I don't know how you could say it any other way. It's as brilliant as this fine crafted beer. So, speaking of, we were gonna try, this is my idea, but I came up with the thing of, we'll do the beer, Michigan craft beer, talk about the music, right? And then we'll do at some point during the review, we'll do a reveal on what beer it is that we're drinking. And I will go get that beer right now. I'm gonna go get the bottle because there's one more. This is so high octane. It doesn't come in a 6-pack, guys. It comes in a 4-pack. And if you're a craft beer drinker, you know what the 4-pack means. It means it's special stuff. It means it's high octane stuff. So I'm gonna go get the last one because these are big. They might look like wine glasses, but these puppies are a pint. Easy. These are like pint wine glasses, alright? And I'll even give a shout out to the local winery that is in our area. Literally no more than 5 miles away. It's called Chateau Aéronautique Winery. Alright?
I have yet to visit that, and I don't know how I've never visited that.
I'm gonna take you. We will go.
It's located in Rice Junction, Michigan.
Like when we wrap this up, we could go to Chateau d'Aéronautique because it's right around the corner. And producer Bobby's not drinking, so that was a producer Bobby.
Captain about this album though, my first listen.
You might want to stay right here and talk about
it. My first listen, I ended up having him put it on repeat 5 times in a row.
There you go. Tell that story. I'm gonna go get the last beer.
So brilliant. Remember? I had to put it on. You're like, what's next? That again. Put the Elder back on. It's amazing.
This album is a very, I have attention deficit disorder, and this album is, I know this sounds funny, but this album is very ADD friendly. If you have any kind of legitimate love for music at all, there would be no way to get bored with this. I mean, I made this comment last night. We watched a YouTube video of them playing at St. Vitus Bar last year, and they actually played some of the songs from the new album. And this was from 2016. They were playing songs from this new release, which was made this year, and I played this video and watched it, and this might be a bold statement, but I honestly think this band, it's like a reincarnation of Jimi Hendrix or something. It's like they take every available thing and they mix it into this big thing, and I don't know. I'm even lost for words, but they're doing so much stuff, and they're amazing to watch. Which we are gonna watch them. We're gonna go see. What was it? October 5th.
15th.
October 15th. They're gonna be playing at the L Club in Detroit, Michigan, which is a good venue. I happened to see. I happened to go to that venue. I'd say the venue holds about 400 people. I went there this year and seen Red Fang, Torch, and Horrors, which Horrors was pretty much the best band of the night. But
man, Horrors! You played Horrors.
Awesome.
We got to give a shout out to Horrors, dude.
Horrors was awesome.
Horrors was very cool, and I haven't heard it since. It's been a few months since I've heard some Horrors. And damn it! You gotta check Horrors out. It's really good stuff.
But anyway, the L Club is a really good venue. It's a really good venue. It's a really intimate venue, and if you like this style of music, it don't even really matter what style of music. Smaller venues is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
It's just where it's at. I like to see a band. When I go see a band, I don't want to see the band through binoculars or on a video screen.
I want to be right there. I want to feel the band. I want to see the sweat pouring on their body.
Sweat to drip on me. If
That's right. That's right. Be in the pit, man. Right there. It's the visceral experience. I've tried to. Just speaking of that in general, man. That's the problem with me. Not with everybody. Because everybody can a lot of people like to go and sit and watch a movie. A lot of people like to sit and watch a concert and whatnot, And that's not for me. I am not the one to be in the seats. It's really hard for me to sit and watch a concert. I I like sometimes it's like, oh, this band is huge. Like the Chili Peppers, you know, it's like, oh, the Chili Peppers is coming around, but all the floor seats are sold out. I won't go, man. I gotta be there. I gotta be part of it, man. I gotta be part of that mosh pit. Even if it's not violent, it's not about violence, man. It's just about being part of the experience, dude. You know, it's visceral to be part of a small audience, man. It's intimate. You hear that word intimate setting.
It is definitely the intimate setting. And,
like Baroness, we were front row.
Oh my God, dude.
He was looking at us, smiling. I mean, they had seen us.
I was singing along. I was singing his songs, man. I was singing right there, dude. He's looking right in my eyes.
You're talking about the Baroness concert last year at the intersection in Grand Rapids?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't have to like get into all the details and stuff.
I'm kind of skipping on the map.
But Baroness, they were amazing, man. They put on such a good show. And news update, breaking news. It's not really breaking. It's about a month old. But Pete Adams from Baroness has left. No Bad Blood. It seems that he's been replaced by an awesome, wicked, awesome female guitar player. But he's been replaced by a wicked, awesome female guitar player. That's a side issue, but it is important. So this is a good transition. Here, let's clank and knock this down. And listen to this bass riff, because it's about to happen. This is about to happen. The bass riff is out of this. Oh my God. There you go. Isn't that the shit? Oh my God.
Ridiculous. Anybody who has not heard this yet is absolutely 100% missing out.
Yeah, even if you don't like bands of this type, which I say that, which I honestly don't think there's a whole lot of bands like this band. I think they're doing their, which I say this heavily, these guys are doing their own thing. They are not copycats by any means. They are not a cookie cutter band or something. These guys are innovators.
Yeah,
which
what's
there's
up?
not a whole lot of. And
Staggers and Jags, we got Mad Dodge.
You guys really owe it to yourself to check this band out because they're amazing. Like I say, they teach Jimi Hendrix Experience a few things, and I'm not. You've got to see these guys perform, but you definitely just got to listen to this band. Like this band does more in one song than musicians do an entire career or something.
It's pretty crazy. I mean,
the craftsmanship and the musicianship in this band is it's out of this world. I mean, maybe they are out of this world. They may actually not even be human. They may be like aliens or something. I don't even know. Like it sounds like they are.
It kind of sounds like they're aliens.
It sounds like they've got. I know that sounds stupid, but it sounds like they have got like 5 minds and like 20-something fingers or something.
It's pretty wild. So here we're gonna do a review, or a reveal, not a review. We're already doing the review.
The IPA is obviously kicking in now.
Oh, it's
taking its toll.
Okay, what we're dealing with here is 12%. A 12% IPA. This right here is from Michigan, Kalamazoo. Well, it's from Marshall. Sorry, I almost made blasphemous comments there. It's from Marshall, Michigan, and it is Double Crooked Tree India Pale Ale. Dark Horse. Look at how pissed off he is, man. He is seriously pissed.
He's definitely dark.
Yes.
He's definitely in a dark spot.
So, if you've ever heard of Crooked Tree, it's like the standard run-of-the-mill. I don't mean standard run-of-the-mill. I mean for around here. Like, I'm used to it. So, that's probably a bad statement. Okay, let me restate that. Dark Horse Crooked Tree India Pale Ale is their staple IPA, and it has stank on it, and it is 7%. This is 12%, and it only comes out, or it used to only come out once a year. It was a special release type thing, but I talked to the guy at the store, and he said now it's a continuous release. I don't know about the validity of that. I'm just reporting what the guy at the store told me. But this is amazing stuff, man. It really is. Like, that's why, like, you've watched us. We had 0 beers. Both of us were stone sober when we started this.
Believe it or not.
Well, it's pretty easy to believe, because like you're watching us, like what we did was I poured one beer into each glass and then took a beer and split it between the two. So we each had a beer and a half, and now we're splitting this one. So that we'll have 2 beers by the end of this, and like literally the buzz is real, folks. I mean, there's no joke about it, dude.
I actually, to be honest with you, not to toot my own horn, but I actually was pondering whether it was some dark horse brewery.
There you go.
From Marshall, Michigan.
Because it has its special
Support
state.
local beers.
Absolutely.
That's another thing. Local beers. Like, I know you watch TV and like you've been beaten upside the head a million times, and you're gonna think Bud Light's the best beer in the
world.
Drink
your Bud Light, drink your piss beer, drink all your piss.
Bud Light
drink
is not good beer. It's no different than eating a McDouble.
That's it, man.
Like, my mom could make a better burger than a McDouble any day. Probably all our moms can. It's just because you heard it a zillion times on TV.
Anyone who takes the patty and squishes it and puts it on any sort of grill or fry or even a pan or whatever, if you take real meat and you put it down, you're gonna make a better burger than McDonald's can make. Come on now.
And
come on now. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
It ain't really different than music, is it? I mean, you can have your
kind of similar.
You can kind of have your cookie cutter bullshit music, right? And but if you take that patty, smash it down, says I gotta read the comments here. Watching them drink review bands. I live in the Northwest. Yeah, no. Matt Dodge lives in Oregon, so like he knows what we're talking about. He's
Oregon, so you know all about craft brews. That's awesome. You know what? Well, that's great.
The culture there is definitely dank with the craft brews. There's like Oregon, I think Oregon and Michigan are probably locking that shit down, quite frankly.
That's right.
And I mean, this is just a brilliant craft brew, and it's hard because I imagine that Oregon is so obsessed with Oregon that they have a hard time getting it from Michigan. It's so far away, right? So far away. But the thing is that we don't get the Oregon stuff because we're so obsessed with Michigan. So that's the beauty of the 50
keep it
states.
Local.
Yeah, and we won't go into a whole, historical thing, but that's the beauty of the United States.
I don't want to say keep it local because that sounds kind of cliche. It's kind of just like love the local. Don't keep it local. Try everything. Try everything. You only live once. Try everything.
YOLO. Oh, I'm probably gonna get skewered at the cross for that one. Dropping hashtag YOLO on the.
Crucified for my opinion again. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, me and Donnie, we both have a little different views on certain things, but we both are willing to get crucified for our views. Is that not a fact?
Yeah.
We might not always agree, but by God, we'll tell you what we think, and you'll probably want to crucify us for it. It's just kind of how we are.
Yeah. Here on Donnie's Deck, we're all about free thinking.
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
Okay. I'm not trying to sound like a toothpaste commercial or something.
Yeah, man. And that's what I was saying, the beauty about the 50 states, man. How can we be from Michigan and not say Michigan first?
Michigan.
Just like how can we not be from the United States and say America first? We're not gonna get politics. This is not a politics channel, but how can you
you mean that in a very non-Toby Keith way?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah, not going there, the Toby Keith thing. Oh God, but what we're talking about is beer. Like, why would we want to drink beer from another place when it's so perfect here? Like, I mean, if you take that analogy, you can extrapolate that to other areas. But in Michigan, if we are to drink the finest stuff that is right around the corner, why would we go anywhere else, baby?
Why not support the local businesses? Why not share the wealth?
And if you can get to Michigan, you should come check out our beautiful Great Lakes and our beers and all the beautiful scenery.
You can't beat
Michigan.
Michigan
You can't go wrong
with
with Michigan.
You can't. We got the Great Lakes. We got the best beer. We're at the perfect latitude. Now, if you're talking about winter, you might want to stay the hell out of here. It's a BH. But besides that, it's a lovely place. I mean, when you're talking about Donnie's Deck, son, we got Donnie's Deck here. We got the lowlands. We don't have no highlands really, except up in the UP. There's a little bit of highlands, but it's flatland. We are flatlanders. We are no mountain boys, right? That's kind of our thing. But we're like northern billies. You know, we're like northern billies from the green.
Pardon the billies part, but yeah.
Well, I'm a Billy. Fuck it.
Maybe.
I'll roll. But I mean, like, even if you say you're not, dude, I know that you're more like hillbilly-ish than other people. Like,
Probably
you roll with the hillbillies more than
probably.
and
maybe a little bit.
Dude, my family's
probably maybe.
Yeah, my family's from Kentucky, so we got that down south flavor. You know what I mean? And people like me and Donnie would be more inclined to see the Flash 7. That's why I brought this.
He says they have microbrews up the ass there too.
Yeah, I know. That's what Donnie was saying
that's
early
great.
on. Yeah.
You know, I lived in
perfect.
I know
Cheers.
this is a long time ago,
Bang.
but I lived in Texas from 1992 to 96, and I love Texas. And it might be the time frame. There was not that many microbrews there. I come back to Michigan, and there's like a zillion different types of beer. I'm just saying.
So, okay, when it happens, it crashes, like, so we have a hard time seeing it, like while we're live and the camera's sideways and while we're doing these live, oh, this Pinky's fine. Dude, people love Dawn. Like, they would rather, like, if you have her up here, get her up here. Come on, get on camera.
Show, Pinky.
Get on the show. Oh, Pinkertons, come on.
Pinkertons on
Get
the
up
show.
here.
Pinky, come on. Get up here. This is Pinky.
Pinkertons.
Thunders.
Pinkerton Margaret Heigl
mascot.
Thunders. Awesome.
And, yeah, anyway.
So yeah,
But,
we got this. We're trying to, because we got our situation there, we're trying to communicate live here. So obviously it's on at Review the Earth channel, but we're communicating here on Donnie's Deck. Go subscribe to Donnie's Deck channel. It's just called Donnie's Deck. You might have a hard time finding it. You know, I'm not gonna get off into the whole YouTube censorship thing. But until you start cranking out videos, I just finally found out that when I type in review space the space Earth, you can find my channel now. You could not find it for months. Even though I was cranking out video after video, I was getting a lot of subs and everything. You still couldn't find it. But now you can type in review space the space Earth and you will find my channel, damn it. That's where we're broadcasting from right now, but so just to tell you, it's going to take a while before Donnie's Space Deck will be able to be found, but that's what channel that we're communicating on, and that's the channel you need to subscribe to, because that's really what this is. This is really not Review the Earth's broadcast, this is really Donnie's Deck. And I'm just, because I started this YouTube adventure, I'm really trying to get with those around me who are very awesome people to get their own channels going on and create content to smash the mainstream, baby. We hate it.
The fucking
we hate it. We
mainstream.
don't like anything about it. We don't like the corporate radio. We don't like the corporate news.
F corporate America altogether.
All of it.
It's just bad.
No, I'm not saying like F corporate. We don't want to go political. I'm not saying F corporations in a broad sense. I'm just saying don't shove your bullshit down our throat. We're sick of it. We're so sick of it that we're going to start our own news channels. We're going to start our own music channels. We're going to start everything. We're going to drink local beer. We ain't drinking your piss anymore. We're done with it.
That's right.
Fucking right.
I gotta skip back a little. ways for a little bit of fact finder, Bobby.
Producer Bobby.
To get back to the music. Elder is they're now a 4-piece band on their 5th album, but they were a 3-piece band. They were a 3-piece power trio band, and from Boston, Massachusetts, I believe.
Well, they're from Mass.
They're from Massachusetts.
They probably didn't come from Boston, but that'd be like if we were from a certain area of Michigan that was
we're not
closer
from
to
Detroit.
Like Kid Rock, right? I'm just sorry, glad to mention that, but he's from Romeo or whatnot, They're in
or
the first.
Iggy Pop.
There, I'm the first subscriber. You got your first subscriber from Mad Dots, baby.
Alright.
Look at that.
Or even
we're on the way.
Iggy Pop's
we're on
from
the way.
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
There you go.
He's not from Detroit.
Right.
Bob Seger, which, whatever, he's from Ann Arbor. He's not from Detroit, okay? So, to everybody else in the world, I noticed when I was in the military, everybody thinks everything's Detroit, Michigan, and a lot of stuff's not from Detroit, Michigan.
So
That's Michigan.
I just had to throw this out there because right before we went live, Mad Dodge, since you're currently watching, I did want to send you a message. I did see the chat that you sent, or the direct message about BA and doing the libertarian thing. I don't know if I'm fit to do that today. This is what I had going on today. I know, like, it kind of came up and it's been shuffled around. So, love you, brother. I definitely want to finish that out. I definitely want to finish it out. We were doing like a libertarian type thing where we were discussing libertarian politics. It's all good. Love you, brother. I do. You're good peeps, man.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Fucking A. And he's been with me from the very beginning. Mad Dodge is the first person I ever streamed with live.
Oh, awesome.
Meaning that we ever got together and we're talking politics and stuff. So we're not trying to talk politics on this channel, so I'll leave it at that. But Mad Dodge is the man. Go subscribe to, I gotta give him a plug, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go subscribe to Mad Dodge Productions or at Mad Libertarian 3 on Twitter. He's the man. He's very libertarian, obviously.
Right.
In politics, but I mean, we've been cranking 40 minutes now, Bub. We're doing a hell of a job.
Yeah. I want to throw in a short review, and I need a producer a little bit on this. Wednesday, or no, it was Tuesday. I went and seen a concert in Detroit, well, Clarkston. DTE. I went and seen Tom Petty and Peter Wolf. And short review of the show. I've seen Tom Petty before. I seen Tom Petty back in mid-90s, I suppose it was. And it was pretty much a similar show. Like, Tom Petty Live is Tom Petty Live. And Rick Rubin said it best. Like, they could play for 3 hours and everybody knows every song they did. But I have to say that I really enjoyed Peter Wolf's performance. And for people that are not familiar with Peter Wolf was the lead singer for the Jay Giles band, and he played some Jay Giles songs, and I just thought the guy was amazing. And I've never been a huge Jay Giles fan. I'm not trying to discredit him. I may have just not heard enough of it. I don't know, but
oh, dude, look at this. Eric Wolf just showed up. He said, "Showed."
What's up, Wolfenstein? Wolfensteinberg.
Dude, we're on 42 minutes, bub, and we're not totally shit-faced wasted.
Not yet. You're missing Donnie's
Not
deck.
yet.
You're missing Donnie's deck.
Check this out. We're not gonna do the whole big reveal thing here, but I got another one, and I gotta plug more local beer. This is another tasty. What up, dogs? What up, dogs?
What's up, guys?
So this one right here is Dark Horse Smells Like a Safety Meeting. Sometimes when shit ain't going right, you know, or shit is going right, yeah, you just need to have a safety meeting. You need to talk about some things, you know.
The Old Brown in the freezer
Splat.
still?
Oh yes, I put it in there. Go get all. I put the reds in there. It was right before we started, so it's been there about 40 minutes now. Sorry. Producer Bobby. That name is great. Producer Bobby. We got to give a huge shout out to Producer Bobby, keeping it real.
El Capitano.
Yeah,
keeping us in chat.
Keeping the boat
I
on
definitely need
course.
some keeping in chat.
Yeah.
I will say that.
You got a lighter and or
and a
keys.
cigarette?
My keys.
I need a cigarette.
Shit, I think I need a cigarette.
I mean, I want a cigarette. I don't mean I need a cigarette. But yeah, anyway, short review.
You see how that worked?
Short review of the show. What'd you think, Bobby? I thought. Thing is, I got to the concert late, which is that's a rarity for me. When I go watch a concert, I am typically more interested in the opening bands because I want to see new things. I want to hear new things, but even though, granted, Peter Wolf is a legend.
Shit, I feel like we should review.
And I need to fact find this or not, but
I can sum it all up for you in a nutshell.
I think that Peter Wolf is from Michigan. But I don't know that for fact. But I think that they are. I think.
I'll sum it up in a nutshell, and I don't know if they can hear me, but you can repeat it. What it is that we just came off from U2 at Soldier Field in Chicago, and then the following week, a Chili Peppers concert that was incredibly energetic. And then we went to Tom Petty, and it's just mellower music. It wasn't that it was a bad show, it was just way more low-key than the other two shows we had seen in a 2-week period. We've seen all 3 of those shows within 2 weeks. So you're coming off high energy and then going to that one. It was good.
You could probably talk into the back of the mic when you do that and then you're on camera. But anyway, the thing is, she made a point. I don't know if you heard her, but the thing is, in the last 2 weeks, I went to Chicago. I seen U2 at Soldiers Field, which U2, I'm a lifetime fan of. I've been there since the get-go. I'm an old man, and I love U2, and that was the first time I actually seen them live. And
so good.
Mind-blowing.
It was mind-blowing. And then,
here.
a week ago, I had the privilege to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers in Grand Rapids, Michigan, at what was that?
Van Andel Arena.
Van Andel Arena, Grand Rapids, Michigan is the bomb. It's one of the best cities in the world.
It is, man. Cheers to fucking...
I seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and that was the first time I seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers since 1991.
Producer Bobby keeping it real.
And so anyway, to make a long story short, I seen the last 2 arena rock shows I went to, which I'm a lot less partial to arena rock shows, and I honestly go to them a lot less than I go to the smaller venues. But I seen these energized shows. The Red Hot Chili Peppers were so energized. I mean, it was tiring watching them. And then I went from that to watching Tom Petty, and not to disrespect Tom Petty, but it's just a different thing altogether. Tom Petty is great.
It was a great show.
It was a great show.
Just less energy.
There was a lot less energy, and we weren't as close. I like DT. DT's a good venue. Last year I seen Black Sabbath there. The year before that we seen Black Sabbath there. We seen Black Sabbath the year prior to that. We seen them right up close, so it was a lot different experience. But I like DTE a lot. I really like DTE, and it was good.
What a lawn atmosphere. So, MC, what up, bud? Tom Petty for intellectual listening. I'll get back to you on the chat. So
I didn't catch all that.
Well, I'll catch it on the phone.
I didn't catch all that.
MC. We'll get you. No, I'll go into Tom Petty for a second. As far as a fan, I've never seen Tom Petty before, but I absolutely love Tom Petty. I don't know.
And we love Tom Petty. I don't want to send that wrong message that he put on a bad performance, because in no way. It was amazing. He was very thankful to his audience, very respectful. Did what he does exactly how he does it. Yeah. And it was a great show.
It was just a different energy level. That's all I'm getting at.
We just came off high energy show.
On Donnie's deck here, I don't want any. There's no negativity here, and you're not gonna hear a whole lot of bad reviews here, because we're just not even gonna review. If we don't like something, we're just not even gonna review it.
Give them
I'm
not even gonna waste my breath and hot air on something that I don't like.
Right. Well, there's no negativity yet. I would.
There's not yet.
Don't make any claims about you're never going to be negative, because
that's
we're
pretty
critics.
Possible.
We're critics, all right, and we're going to say what we feel.
Right here.
And we're not going to be filtered by any sort of mainstream. Yeah.
This is bad right here.
We're not going to be filtered on this channel by any of your corporate BS. This is real people shit.
This is the real deal.
This is real people shit.
Brought to you, Rives Junction, Michigan.
Coming to you from the actual junction, son.
We're in the actual junction. This is why they call it the junction.
Yeah, I didn't want to dox like where we're from or whatever, because there's a whole thing about that. But yeah, we got 4 live viewers here. We got 4 live viewers, man, and we're keeping viewers, which is good. This is much better than the last shit show we put on, because we were already.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize for the last.
There's no apologies. That's how we are, man. We tried something, alright? We tried. We jumped in the ring. We got in the ring. We were
back to quote Nirvana, but no apologies.
So Tom Petty's intellectual listening. Best avoid unless you just wake up. We're not going to go into the Linkin Park thing.
We're not going to talk about Linkin Park, because there's nothing to say about Linkin Park.
Oh, we've already
Just like
we've already got in trouble about Linkin Park, so there's a chilling effect.
I'm not gonna review.
No, it's not too soon. I didn't think it was too soon when I said certain things about Linkin Park. I hate Linkin Park. Alright, but we're not gonna go there.
Here's the thing
I think
about
it's
that.
tragedy. We don't have to go there, but it's a tragedy, alright? The dude
Here's the
committed
thing.
suicide.
I wouldn't wish death upon anybody.
No.
That's ridiculous.
Negative.
But here's
No.
the thing. If you're a baker, I judge you by what you baked. That's all there is to it. I'm not judging about how often you walk your dog or how good you are to your kid. I'm judging you for what you bake.
What you put on a vinyl
Well,
album,
you're saying,
what you put on
okay,
a
I'm
CD.
this, I'm judging you by that. Which, I don't even like the word judging. It's like, it's not, I'm just telling you my opinion, and I don't even
Can
know
they
how
hear
much
the
it's worth.
elder?
What's that?
Can they hear the elder?
Yeah, they can hear the elder and they can hear you. They can, when you were talking over there, they said.
For instance,
Wolf
I'm not
said he
going to
could
write a
hear you.
review on a Whopper.
Yeah.
I'm not going to write a review on a Whopper. It's irrelevant.
That's it, dude.
That is irrelevant.
Dude, right there, you just nailed it. What's the point
That would
of
be like
reviewing
you writing
a
a
Whopper?
review
We're
on
not gonna
ketchup
go,
or something.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to McDonald's and pull out a McDouble and say how good the McDouble was. That's irrelevant. There's no point to it.
Right.
Everybody knows what the hell a McDouble is. Everybody knows that. We don't want to get into
I'm talking about new stuff.
relevant stuff. Relevant
news
stuff.
right now.
It's to us, certain things may or may not be relevant, and there's a whole politicized PC side of this argument that we're not going to devolve into.
We're not going to get into
we've
all
already
that.
we've already said our piece on a certain amount of level to that argument. Okay, we're not going to get there, but it's important to at least acknowledge that there's a conversation happening. And if you're on one side of the conversation, then you're a fucking heretic, alright? And that's the thing to acknowledge. That only one opinion is politically acceptable. Okay? And that's it. You don't even have to say anything about an individual, but apparently in times of grief, if you do say something, you can get scolded for it. You can get a chilling effect for it. So we're not down to that.
If your opinion,
But if you judge us for what we say, that's your opinion, and that's fine too. All right? Because I want to acknowledge that people have opinions about things. Our opinion and your opinion is just that. It's just opinions. Everybody's got an opinion. Opinions are like assholes,
right? But if your opinion sounds like, I know Crest is the best toothpaste because then you don't have nothing to stand on. All you're doing is just saying what the commercial just said. You just said what they said.
Exactly.
That's not your opinion.
Exactly.
That's you relaying the same opinion from corporate America.
But we don't want to judge you if you like that, because I like
I
Crest.
judge you if you like Crest.
Yeah, if you like Crest, I don't want
use
to judge
Crest.
it. Yeah, I don't. I refuse to
Don't
use
you
Crest.
use Crest? Whatever. But I'm not ripping on it. I'm just saying, like, if you're saying to beat down my throat, hey, I know McDouble's best for me, then, I mean, you're just saying what the commercial said. If you're not really making anything off, you're not creating nothing. Sorry.
No, it's all good. So what I was
You guys
gonna
need to
say?
check out Elder.
Absolutely.
Elder is the sonic equivalent, modern day Jimi Hendrix experience, at least.
Watch some
so good.
live
At
YouTube
least.
videos
You-
and watch them at work.
Watch them at work.
Absolutely.
Look up their YouTube videos and watch these guys play. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the craftsmanship is there, and they're using every available asset. They're using every available resource to
implement.
create the best art that they can, and
Phenomenal.
it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
It's
If you're
mind-blowing.
sitting here
Absolutely
waiting around
mind-blowing.
for the radio to turn you on to some good music, then you're just gonna wait the rest of your life because it's not gonna happen. They're
It ain't
gonna
gonna
sell you a McDouble
They're gonna sell you a McDouble every time
because they think you're stupid.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they don't. I don't think it's that they think you're stupid. I think that they think that it's safe to sell you a McDouble.
Right.
It's safe. It's not pushing any boundaries. It's not.
It's a safe sale.
It's a safe sale, man. It's a safe space. The corporate radio, and I'll name names on Q106 here. Ever since I was musically awake, I've seen Q106, which is our local radio station here, our local rock radio station. It's selling everybody short. Like if you listen to Q106 and you think that that's like that's like pop culture that's relevant, you're wrong. What you're listening to is corporate fed stuff. You cannot rely on them. Q106 is. I don't want to go so far as to say fake music, even though I just said fake music.
Right.
But what I'm saying is it's prepackaged safe space music, man. You ain't gonna hear
It's
Elder.
like a TV dinner.
It's a TV dinner. You're not gonna hear Elder. You're not gonna hear a real. Because if they play Elder, that's a risk. Okay, it's a risk that people might not like it. But if they play Nickelback and if they play Linkin Park and bands like these,
There's no risk.
there's no risk because it's so
Palatable.
and non-edgy in any sort of way that they can get away with it. So it's really vital for us as musicians, as people
And
who
as artists and people in general.
are living and dying.
And not consumers. We're all consumers.
We're all
But you know what I
consumers,
mean?
man. I believe in capitalism as much as the next guy. But this is the evolution of capitalism, my friend. This is us.
correct.
This is us saying that we have a better opinion than Q106. This is
That's
us.
right.
This is us bringing you the real shit, man. Not this fake cookie cutter stuff. All right, and it's not just me and Donnie that think this way about Linkin Park or other bands. And I'm trying not to go down that road, but that is kind of the point, man. Listen to this.
Well, and to add the whole Linkin Park thing is, if they're cookie cutter, they're cookie cutter. It has nothing to do with the unfortunate death of their singer.
Unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't wish death upon my worst
No.
enemy.
Man,
I can't pound this into the grave enough. I would not want anybody to die over anything.
No.
Okay, because life is beautiful.
It is. It's a beautiful
But
thing,
the
man.
thing is this. If you're a carpenter, I'm not judging you by... I'm
Yes.
judging you by you're saying you're a carpenter. That's all it is. That is all it is.
Judging by your trade.
Anybody that was on Facebook earlier in the week and seen my little rants about Linkin Park, I mean, I apologize if I offended anybody. I don't know anything about the guy. All I know is this. When I hear Kid Rock on the radio, I turn this channel. I'm not trying to be mean. It's a product. It's not art. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life listening to art and artists that truly care about their craft. I'm not gonna listen to something and pollute my eardrums with some phony, I don't even know what to say,
Corporate.
some phony corporate advertisement.
So, Mad Dog just hit me up. I saw
Sorry.
your comment about the wrench. I can't, has Donnie heard Disma yet? Okay. A fair point, buddy. I was gonna bring that up. So, let me hold that point for a second. I'm gonna address Mad Dodge real quick. Mad Dodge is saying he would put the link in there, but he doesn't have the wrench. Mad Dodge, I would totally give you the wrench in a millisecond. I don't know how, though. But I will make sure I figure out how. On my channel, I've never done the whole wrench thing. I don't understand exactly how that works. Oops, I got a low battery sign. So we're at almost an hour of filming here. But I will give you the wrench, Mad Dodge. How about Twitter? Throw it out on Twitter.
So is that a Linkin Park album?
No, hang on. Just go at Donnie's Deck, at Review the Earth, at Review the Music. Put the link in there. I will make sure that I'll give you the wrench eventually. I don't know how to do the wrench thing while I'm on a phone, like in this particular setting. So, buddy, yes, I hear what you're saying. We'll get you the wrench as far as that concerned. Disma, we can go into Disma. I don't know. Have you heard Disma?
I don't know what
that's the
Disma
question. Disma is this awesome, mega, 1,000 megawatt ton death metal band. Okay.
Okay.
We'll play it after we get done streaming here and after we get done with our review.
We will review anything.
I will make sure that Donnie knows what Disma is.
I will say
it's hardcore as shit, dude. You need to check out Disma.
Anything that you want us to review, we will review.
We will review
We
what
will
our
review
fans
anything you say
want,
to send it to
man.
Donnie's deck.
Or our viewers, what they want. We
We will
will
review anything that you guys want.
Doom death is what Eric said, and I would agree with that. It's doom metal and death metal combined, and it's heavier than fucking 90,000 gorilla tons of metal, dude. It's
That's
so
badass.
heavy.
We will review anything that you ask us to review, and we just really want to pound this point home. We especially want to give reviews to local bands, like even Eric's band, Inebriated.
Yes. Inebriated.
We will
F&A,
interview
man.
any local band.
We're starting this journey.
We will interview any local band. Anything
come out,
local,
come
we
out.
will interview. We will talk about any of that. We are all about local.
We're starting with a kind of a broad spectrum. We don't know where this channel is going to go exactly. I didn't know when I started Review the Earth. I did not know how that would go. You get in the ring and you start to fight. You know what I mean? That's the key. That you get in the ring and you start to fight, and
But you get in the ring.
You get in the ring. That's right. I tweeted a song about him at E-Review. Thank you, sir. I do want to listen to it. We will listen to that shit. Any viewers, because this is all about it, right? We're all about views. We're all about everybody's opinion. If you're watching us, we care about you, okay? If you're watching us right now, you're tweeting and chatting with us, you're somebody that's important to our channel, and if you're important to our channel, we will objectively look at, check out, review your stuff.
And we'll give you our humble opinion on
Yes.
it. And don't take our opinion to the grave. It's just like this. Here's the thing, you like what you like. You know, if you're gonna make me some food, I like Mexican food a lot better than Italian food. But I'm not gonna sit here and say it's better. It's not better, it's just different.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. I would rather have, that's all there is to it. Not to draw parallels or whatever, but yeah, anyhow, we will review anything. We definitely want to review local bands, and we definitely want to,
That's where we're gonna go.
we want
with
to
this.
review concerts that we go to in Michigan,
And that's where we want to go with it, right? Like, we've been talking about the local metal scene, because Michigan is full
just the
of
local
talent,
music
man.
scene in general. It don't even have
full
to
of
be about
talent.
metal. But like metal, fuck yeah. I like metal. I like punk rock. I love it all. I like anything that is done well. Anything done well, I like.
And we typically don't like corporate trash.
I typically do not like corporate garbage.
And neither one of us do, so that's our thing, man. And I'm more than willing to bring other people in. This is not my channel. I want to make that clear that this is Donnie's channel. I'm helping him start his own channel because I think that Donnie is one of the most musically based people I know. And I mean like hashtag bass. Like he knows what the hell he's talking about, right? So when I was getting into politics and doing my politics channel, which is at Review the Earth, is mostly politics, right? That's why I had to do review the music and review other things, because I'm focused on politics on Review the Earth, as well as other things in life, but mostly politics. That's the main thing I do on my channel. But life is not all politics, you know what I mean? And I look to these other people that I have in my life as experts in things that I am not necessarily an expert about, and we want to give everybody a fair shake. So it's not about anything other than, like, Donnie and I are both, it's clear that we're both music critics. I mean, there's just no other way to
I don't
say
like
it.
the word critic.
It's fine.
Observers.
I do.
I'm an observer.
He's an observer. I'll say I'm a critic. That's why I named my channel Review the Blank. Review the Lions. Review the Spartans. Review the everything. Review the musics. Alright? Because we have something to say. And I will review anything objectively to my perspective. You may not agree. You may not like what I have to say.
And it's okay to disagree.
It's okay to disagree.
Agree
How
to
about have
disagree.
your channel?
Agree,
How about you
disagree.
start your channel?
Start your own channel.
Exactly. That's what we're doing.
Have your voice be heard.
Exactly.
That's what this country was founded upon.
will be heard. That's exactly what it is. Now we got the technology to do something that has never before been able to do, and that is bring you real opinions. Yes, lighter. And a couple smokes too, producer Bobby. Come on, keep him coming here, yeah? What's ya? One good turn deserves another, right?
But anyway, yeah, Clint can help me out on this one, but any local bands, I mean, you don't even have to be local bands, major
You'll
bands
get a hold
as
of
well,
us.
if, like,
Pretty soon we're gonna have enough credibility where people will want to come on the show. You know what I'm saying?
if you want us to review your
I
stuff,
seriously think that it won't take long. It won't take long, man.
or even just, if you want us to review your stuff and give you our opinion on it,
We're
send it our way. We're more than happy to check out anything. We are open-minded.
it really comes out of this, like, we're not gonna
Pinky's open-minded.
like, Donnie and I are doing this right now, but I'm helping him set up his own channel because he has different opinions than I do. Like, I'll give you one example right now, and we don't have to get into this, but I have a different opinion. So it says you won't have any credibility if you keep reading my Chancer posts. No, MC, dude, this dude MC, no, MC knows what he's talking about. I'm not gonna get into politics stuff. MC knows what he's talking about. Mad Dodge knows what he's talking about. We're on the same thing here. MC, I
thought we were
appreciate
gonna get
you.
political.
We're not. I'm just saying MC, thank you so much. But what I'm saying is, like, my views are different than Donnie's views. What we're doing here is a collaboration, and I'm starting Donnie's channel so that if I'm not here, he can go live, just like we're doing right now, and he can give you his opinion. This is a collaboration between Donnie's Deck, at Donnie's Deck on Twitter. Check him out.
This is a live stream of free thinking.
It is a live stream. And the thing about doing it live is it's real, man. We are literally, it wouldn't be any different than what you'd hear on a radio. Like, we want to be live because being live is fucking real.
Being alive.
Being live is being alive.
Right.
And we don't, we just want to save culture, man. We don't want stale cookie cutter McDoubles for the rest of our lives, man. And that's a great analogy when you're talking about.
I know
this-
that's like, but I ate a McDouble. Like, my dog loves McDoubles.
Well, it's fine. I mean, I can do a McDouble every now and again. I don't like McDonald's. I got a thing about it. But you know what?
It's just the easy choice.
At last Saturday when we tried our first pilot episode, and it was a shit show, and I was way over the line wasted. And we both kind of apologize for being wasted, but we don't apologize for the content because it was real. Okay, what you saw, if you saw it, was real.
Right, that's
all
what went down. That wasn't
That's what
scripted.
happened. It wasn't
live.
scripted, man. It was live. It was real. So if you saw that, you know that it was a real life experience. It's not this cookie cutter, we better go in and edit a bunch of opinions, okay? It was just what we felt. And that's what we want to do. That's why I believe in doing as many live broadcasts as possible. Wolf 2 says, McDoubles get me arrested. Fuck those things.
Wolfenstein.
Fuck, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, battery is now critically low. So we're gonna have to
we're gonna have to wrap this up.
unfortunately, because I seriously, like, obviously we got good chemistry with this thing. Obviously we got some viewership on this thing. As long as we're not shit-faced wasted and we do this in a very constructive, and we'll get better.
It's
this
easy
is our
to get
second-
wasted fast off of Great Michigan Brewery.
You're damn straight, bro.
Great Michigan Brews from Marshall, Michigan.
That is damn right. That's all we've drank so far in the stream is Marshall.
I seen one of the best punk rock
Dark
shows
Horse.
I ever seen in my life in Marshall, Michigan, in the '90s, and it was fucking awesome.
But
And God bless America and God bless Michigan.
fucking A, man. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this up. I mean, literally, this is our second pilot episode, so we're getting our format down with this. Helping Donnie get his channel going. And we'll be doing more of these things. We're gonna keep pounding pavement on like non-political cultural stuff in a way that we know how, because both of us come from a musicianship background where we don't really tolerate the mainstream opinion of anything. And probably, maybe that's why I have my political thing that I do. It's because I just don't tolerate mainstream opinion. I don't tolerate fake news. I don't tolerate any of that stuff. I think for myself as well as Donnie does. Both
Think
of us,
for yourself.
and question authority.
Think for yourself.
Question where this stuff is coming from.
Yeah, question.
Just because they got the money to own a broadcasting tower and do it doesn't mean that they're always right. And it really comes from the people, man. It's we, the people, that run this.
People.
We, the people, run this country. We, the people, will shape this country. And people like us.
We are this country.
Goddamn right.
And this has been the second episode of Donnie's Deck. Thanks for chiming in.
Yes.
Thanks for everybody that watched this. And
it's been a real success. And definitely check out Elder, man. If you start anywhere, if you've never heard of Elder, the band Elder, definitely start with this new record, 2017, Reflections of a Floating World. It's amazing. If you're into like deep music, deep thinking music, check it out. You owe yourself a favor, man. And if you're not, if it ain't your thing, go find somebody else's channel.
Yeah.
You
and
know
if
what I mean?
you find
Go start
something
your
that
own
you think's
channel.
awesome, let us know and we will review it. I would love to hear it.
Yeah.
Turn me on to something new. I would love to hear anything new. You know, that's the thing about everything. You know?
We love the spice of life, man. We don't like this. We don't like to be told what to listen to. We go search it out. We go
I want to know what
pound
real people
pavement,
think
man.
about real things.
And this will be an ongoing thing. And this second episode's the best one we've done. Obviously, 10 times better than our first one.
Right.
And we'll keep getting better. We will not let you down. We're gonna tell you real stuff, real musicianship. We got producer Bobby over there kicking it. She's gonna help us out the whole way along.
Yeah, but
we're gonna tear this shit up, man.
Anybody that wants us to review something,
Send us your stuff. Send it to @Donnie's Deck. Send it to @Review the Musics, or even @Review the Earth.
whether it be a show or an album,
Anything.
a show recording, anything to do with art. Let us know. We will check it out, and then we'll give you our opinion on it. And it's just our humble opinion.
So just based on this, all right, we've gone an hour and 12 minutes live right now. And this is what we will do. We don't have to try. We don't have a script. We don't even have a... We were talking about marker board and some points and stuff. We don't even have that. This is all coming from right here, man. Our heart and soul. So everything you're going to see on these channels is not going to come from the corporate mouthpiece. It's going to come from people, man. So stay tuned. There's more great content to come. @Donnie's Deck, @Review the Musics, plural. Review the Musics. Somebody already had Review the Music, so I had to put an S on the end. Review the Musics. And we'll do our thing. We'll keep it out there. We'll keep it real for you guys. You just send us tweets. You send us comments below. You comment as you see fit. Whatever you say will fly. As long as you're not spamming us with crap in the comments, all comments will fly. I love you guys. I'm signing off. You got anything last thing to say, Donnie?
Just keep giving and keep living.
Keep giving and keep living. Bobby, producer Bobby, you got anything to say?
Cheers.
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 Yeah, we'll end with that. We
Yep.
love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. You've made this podcast very special to us, and my phone is dying. So.
It died?
Yeah, I hope that it upticks. I've never